Hello. Hello, hello. Welcome to LION'S GATE. Happy 8/8. 2024, 8/8/8. Hope y'all are doing good. Those of you just joining us, welcome to the live. My name is Salome. I'm here for chill vibes, Reiki healing, maybe some card pulls. Just thought we could chill out and embrace and enjoy the LION'S GATE portal energy. It's a pretty big day. Just have a little bit of fun, embracing our inner child. For those of you who don't know what Reiki is, this is a little loud. Reiki is an energy healing modality. We are connecting to source, creative consciousness energy, universal life force energy, to provide healing and balance and harmony, rebalancing, invigorating, activating, supporting us on our quests through this earthly realm that we call the world. Hi, Irene. You know, I expected the energy to feel a lot more intense than it has for me today, which is kind of nice. Kind of nice to have it be a little bit more mellow. I don't know how you guys are all feeling. It's been a pretty intense week. Intense week in a lot of ways. So it's just a moment for us to allow ourselves to just embrace being, to kind of take a step back from the thinking and the kind of mental exploration, and kind of coming back into the physical experience, coming back into our bodies, reconnecting to this earthly plane. There's been a big call to coming back to just being, embracing just being human. There's a lot of power in that.
Just look at that yellow sun. And way off in the distance, those lovely little white clouds.
Get a drink, have a good time now. Paradise, paradise.
How's everyone doing? Where is everyone from today? Love to know. Oh, hi, Marcel. This music is not what I thought it would be. Started off really good. I'll change it later. Hello, hello, hello. I have to be careful with the music that I play on these things because I do like to post my lives to YouTube. Oh, thank you for the gift. I like to post my live replays to YouTube. And I have to be careful with the music that I play because sometimes YouTube doesn't like it when I play fun tunes. Oh, nice. You live in a cabin off the grid. Very good stuff. Yeah. Oh, thank you, Marina. Muarete isiero sukuru stumuara tafata ni kira sa omati emokoroso okera ni kira stumuara ni kia siura te kuara te muati ya suura te stua. Kuara tanah suura te stua makura. What's going on up here? There goes my music. I'm not feeling this today. I need to find my live. Where are my live? Anybody know how to use mobile here? There we go. What do we want to listen to? Have a good day. I don't know what else for this either. We are back. This is so much better. This music just like fills my heart with so much light, it's crazy. Hello. So welcome to LION'S GATE Portal 2024 888, because 2 + 2 + 4 is 8. So we have a pretty powerful LION'S GATE Portal today this year. Pretty good time to embrace your dreams, kind of paying attention to your intentions, what it is that you want to bring out into your world, into your physical experience, and reconnecting, allowing yourself to reconnect to the physical world, the physical experience. A tendency to over-prioritize the etheric experience and kind of downplay the importance of being here on Earth, being human, having emotions, solving problems, having experiences. Manifest, manifest, manifest. Manifestation can only really be experienced, though, if you experience it, hear it. So allow yourself to experience being here. Allowing yourself to notice the subtleties around you. Doing some 8-8 portal energy. I also have my cards next to me because part of me was like, maybe I can pull a card. Maybe I can pull a card for people here and there. It's not something I do regularly, and it's not something that I'm still a little bit shy about it. Still very shy about it. I'm very shy. Very shy. Hey, Emma. Hi, Rachel. Number 2, number 1. Thanks, Rachel. You know, funny, Rachel B Intuitive Rachel. There are 2 Rachels in the life today. But ever since you did that reading, for those of you who are not familiar with Rachel B Intuitive, now I can't get her out of my head when I'm channeling my light language. Rachel B Intuitive, who's in here, please follow her. She's pretty incredible. She is an amazing channel and can tap into some pretty cool stuff. I have a tentacle guide. And now I cannot unsee her when I'm channeling some of my light language. It's very funny. Oh man. But welcome to LION'S GATE. This is a pretty ripe time to tune in and allow yourself to dream big. Dream your dreams and allow yourself to experience those dreams physically. Allow yourself to bring them here. You know, they don't have to stay in dreamland. Allow yourself to kind of feel what it feels like. Allow yourself to just be happy being. I think that's a big part of it that we forget, is finding the joy in the now. Allow yourself to really experience the joy in the small things so that you can get used to that feeling of joy, get comfortable with the feeling of joy. A lot of us are uncomfortable with the feeling of joy, ironically. We don't think so. We'll push against that idea, right? It seems very counterintuitive. It's very counterintuitive. But a lot of people are so uncomfortable with being joyful. And a big part of that is often because, you know, perhaps traumas, perhaps things that have kind of taken that away, a sense of fleetingness of it, or a sense of, you know, an experience of joy means that, you know, the other shoe is going to drop. And this is an encouragement to kind of get away from that mentality. Allow yourself to really embrace joy for what it is. Allow yourself to experience the joy in the present moment without the thoughts going towards things that have happened in the past, things that might happen in the future. Allow yourself to just enjoy joyousness. Enjoy these things without projecting the end of it, without thinking about the end of it. I think that's a big commonality for people, is you prevent yourself from experiencing these things because while you're experiencing them, you're thinking about when it ends. Get away from that. Get away from thinking about, you know, the beginning, the ending, and just allow yourself to be in it. Uritia coratano resiara to shoto yo to niara no muritia coratu suariti etewe. So for those of you who are new to the live, welcome. Thank you for being here. We're just vibing. My name is Salome. I practice Reiki. I channel light language. I like to have fun conversations. I may be unfiltered sometimes. And thank you for liking and sharing the live, all of you who have been in here. Good afternoon, Jonathan. Welcome, welcome. I keep on being called for my cards. I keep on being called for my cards. Oh, I have soccer later. I have no work though. No work today. We're gonna pull a card because I feel like it. Ooh. For those of you who are in here, because I decided to do something different, and because fuck it. If you'd like me to pull one card for you in a little bit, we can do that, and I can tap into the message that I am getting with the one card that I pull. Be aware, this is not something that I do very often, so it might be awkward. Sokoya nakuyo kokoye e kianakune kianakunipie. Ratasira tu ratamana natiana paratia rasula ratamana. I'm just gonna pull collective right now. Because why not? It's a special day. We're gonna do special things. We're gonna think outside of the box. We're gonna be wild. I just get so much sun energy. You know, it's crazy. I did an energy reading at the beginning of this week, and literally I got the sun card from every deck that I have that I was using. I pulled a card representing the sun, whether it be tarot, whether it be... This energy's intense. What is the energy? What can people look forward to? Adventure. How fitting. Welcome to the Matrix, man. I'll let you guys look at that for a second. There's so much going on in this card, and I think this card just like perfectly represents the energy that's happening right now. I'm gonna actually take off my light. So we pulled the adventure card. And this is very much it. Everything is being calibrated to your perspective. Allow yourself to open your eyes to possibility. Allow yourself to dream as big as you want to dream. Ultimately, your reality is based on the lens that you have, the lens that you're shooting your photos from, taking all of the snapshots of your life, every choice that you make, every little thing that you pay attention to. And what I really encourage you to do, especially with this Lion's Gate portal, Lion's Gate represented by Leo. We are in Leo season, Leo being the sun, Leo also representing the inner child. Allowing yourself to be playful and adventurous and joyous. Allowing yourself to let go of fear. To be courageous in the things that fill your heart, right? What are the things that fill your heart right now? That spark you up? There is an entire world at your fingertips. Literally, that is a reflection of your own creation. Everything around you is a manifestation. And so when you start realizing that, you realize actually how much agency and how much power you have, hey Steffers, that you have in leading your life, creating your life, making a world that you want to live in. And there's something to be said about putting things in focus. Of being really intentional. That's one of the biggest things, right? Is sometimes, especially at the beginning, it takes an adjustment. It takes an adjustment for us to trust in our joy, and it takes an adjustment to really pay attention to the things that we truly desire. Because things can be kind of unfocused, and you have to bring things back into alignment and back into focus. And that can take, you know, some energy, because at the beginning it may not be supernatural, but once you start getting into the habit of intentionality, it becomes more and more natural to you. It becomes a lot more second nature. Is there anything else that wants to come out? Ooh. Love that. Love that. That is so funny. The second card we got is this card. Expansion. Card number 1. Card number 2 in the deck. This card is north. This card is south. And at the bottom of the deck is this card, voice. And there's a lot going on here. Step 1, tuning in to yourself, tuning into who you are, tuning into what you want, tuning into your creative potential through your connection to the universe. Step 2, having the vision forward, taking the movement, taking the steps, aligning your shot, snapping the picture, being open. This card is expansion of mind. Expansion of mind. This card is expansion of self. Allowing yourself to move forward in the world, allowing you to paint a picture of what you want and where you want to go. Step 3, putting that out into the world, speaking your dreams out into the world, using your voice, speaking your word. Sound has so much creative energy to it. Everything around us is sound frequency. The 3-step process, right? Right. The energy coming down and out. Hello, Marco. Hello, everybody. And the joy, music, joy, expression, free, being free and expressive. That's all it takes, really. Allowing yourself moments of connection. Lots of dogs today. Oh, thank you, Leisure Suit. Well, I do have my cards with me, so if anybody wanted a card, I told myself that I would today. You'd love a card, Daniela. All right. Just quickly tuning into your energy. I keep on seeing butterflies, Daniela. I don't know if that's significant to you. But I just see a lot of kind of peachy pink and butterflies right now. That was quick. So, the card that fell out was the Five of Acorns. And when I initially tuned into your energy, I kind of feel you hovering like between this kind of anxiety, but also being good. Like there's something, I really feel like you notice like the small joys and things, but I saw you like at the very edge of the picture. So I saw these butterflies and I saw this like kind of coral peachy pink energy, this really light, soft, feminine energy. And I see you like right at the edge. And it's almost like there's this hesitancy, like you're kind of appreciating things from a distance because I feel like there's been a lot going on. This card represents challenge and it represents growth. And I feel like there's kind of this aspect of holding yourself back. But I had this card in the reverse. And so I feel like whatever it is that you're going through, it feels like you're kind of starting to make peace with it and you're starting to feel more confident moving forward. And that's what you really need to embrace, is like embracing your joy and allowing yourself those moments of joy, allowing yourself those moments where you kind of come back to the really light, subtle things. And I feel like you are doing that. Where are you? I can't see you anymore, so I don't know if you've disappeared. Let me see if there's anything else that comes through. I don't know, Daniela, if you were there for that. I didn't see you in the chat. Yeah. Yeah, you're moving forward. Is it all resonating? I feel like you've kind of entered this phase. It's not complete acceptance. You're still on the edge, right? You're still kind of, it kind of makes me think of a kid that's at the edge of the pool and they're kind of like dipping their toes in and like, is the temperature okay? Like, I really want to jump in. Like, I really want to have fun in this pool. Oh, that's so weird. My lips started going numb. And you're just kind of like, you're dipping your toe and it's like, I'm going to test the water. And you're kind of like enjoying it from a distance and kind of watching things unfold around you, trying to determine whether or not you actually want to jump into it or not. So you're appreciating it and kind of like starting to move past that apprehension of jumping in, and of trusting that you're going to be okay, of trusting that it's actually there, of trusting that things aren't going to just like fly away and flutter off. But the Seven of Crystals, I feel like you've done a lot of work. You've done a lot of work, and there's kind of this sure-footedness. Like, if you look at this aardvark, the way that they're like, it's like, you know what? I'm going to be okay. The Seven of Crystals is the same as the Seven of Pentacles. So, options, results. Things are going to work out. Things are challenging because they force us to grow. And it forces us to break past the boundary. It forces us to break out of our shell. And so I feel like it's not going to be an immediate thing, but I would encourage you to continue pushing that boundary, continue to test that water, and like allow yourself to be a part of the joy instead of watching the joy from a distance. Because I think you'll be surprised actually at like how much fulfillment you get from that. So I hope that resonates. Thank you for letting me read for you. I have a few people who have asked. I'm gonna like scroll back and watch, see for people who are in here. So don't worry. My readings can be a little bit lengthy. I'm gonna just release myself from Danielle's energy. Sending your energy up to source to be transmuted love and light. So back to you. Calling my energy back. I think I saw Marcel. All right, Marcel. So Marcel, immediately when I tuned into your energy, I feel a lot of overwhelm. And I feel like there's kind of... So we pulled the Nine of Acorns. Pulled the Nine of Acorns, which is the Nine of Wands. And I want you to pay attention to this panther. And there's kind of like, it's like there's a boundary. There's a kind of like a protectiveness about their energy. I feel like you're kind of in this space right now where you're kind of shielding yourself. You're kind of, I'm going to use the word mistrusting. Like you're kind of very careful. And very, what's the word I'm looking for? You're very perceptive. And in what you're noticing around you. in a protective way. Like you're very protective of your energy right now. And so I feel like a lot, I know you're working really hard because you mentioned that in the chat earlier. And there's this kind of sense of like self-preservation, where I feel like a lot of this energy that you're feeling, or that's like the exhaustiveness, is not just kind of like the amount of work that you're doing, but it's also like making sure that you feel safe and making sure that you're, you know, you've got all of your ducks aligned, that you're able to be like have the foresight of what might be to come, and you're almost kind of protecting yourself from something that may or may not happen. Well, there's a bumblebee. But what I like about this card is there's a lot of power and there's a lot of strength to it. And what I think this, what I'm feeling Spirit really wants to emphasize for you is to trust yourself. Got the moon, imagination, perception. It's important to allow yourself a wider perspective. So it's good that you're having the foresight, but also like be aware of the subconscious things that might be affecting your filter. And by being aware of things that might be kind of undermining the way that you feel you need to protect yourself, it allows you to kind of be more open to seeing things in a different light, and allowing you the opportunity to maybe reduce the amount of stress and the amount of energy that is exhausting you. Because I feel like a lot of the, you know, this energy that you're expending is a lot of worry, and it's kind of a lot of guardedness. I feel a lot of guardedness for you. And kind of like trying to, it almost feels like you have like all of these eyes that are like looking in different directions, and like making sure that nothing comes from behind, from the sides, and all of that kind of stuff, while you're trying to execute whatever it is that you're doing in your real life. And I feel like, you know, you don't necessarily need to. You know, you're protecting yourself against a bunch of things that are projections, and you're allowing your imagination. I think this is what this is coming into, because this is the moon card. You're allowing your subconscious and like past experiences to create images in front of you, or create kind of scenarios that are possible to also be on top of the scenario that you're existing in the present moment. And so there's really a need for you to, as much as you can, come back to center and allow yourself to just like experience the moment for what it is. And try to release, you know, from time to time, try to release that attachment to the worries and like the past events that that you feel like you have to protect yourself from. So I feel like grounding is, I mean, I'll always encourage people to ground themselves. But really, like, I'm hearing affirmations. Like, I don't know if you practice like journaling affirmations, or like repeating affirmations for yourself. And I feel like also just like when you end up getting in a space where you start feeling anxious, and you start having kind of like the monkey mind going in and start spinning kind of a negative thought wheel, try to catch yourself in those moments so that you can start offering a counter perspective, because we have a tendency to jump to the like worst case scenario, and it's time for you to use your imagination and use your perception to create best case scenarios for yourself, so that you can feel more open and feel a little bit freer in being able to do what you do. You're good at what you do. You have to trust in that you're good at what you do. And allow yourself to just do what you do without, you know, the critic in the background kind of fueling whatever's going on. You've got perseverance. You can pull through. Your mind is very powerful. Your mind is very powerful in a positive way and in a less positive way. And so allow yourself to start training your mind to kind of be supporting you more positively, if you can. But you're incredibly capable, right? I want to emphasize that. Like you have a lot of light, and you have a lot of love and a lot of joyness to yourself, but you're not showing that to yourself. You show that to other people. But you kind of keep yourself in the dark. You kind of cloak yourself in the dark, and you kind of like stand behind, and you don't want to be seen. And the panther can fall in the shadows, right? And kind of hide behind the bushes and kind of lurk in the bushes. And be contemplative in that way. But the Black Panther is also a magnificent creature that is meant to be seen and appreciated. So allow yourself to be seen and to be appreciated, and to revel in that magnificence that you have. Right? Yeah. You're a wonderful, beautiful person, Marcel. You're a beautiful person. Allow yourself to see yourself that way. Just because your coat is black doesn't mean that you need to hide. So, thank you for letting me read for you. I'm going to release your energy now. Send it back to source. Be transmuted in love and light. Send it back to you. Calling back my energy to be transmuted in love and light, and send it back to me. I don't know if Aaron is still here. I don't know if Banana Republic is still here, but I will continue doing Reiki in a little bit. I just thought I would do something different today. Hi, Annie. Oh, you're very welcome. My earrings are citrine, Annie. I love them. Okay, who here has asked for a card? I've got Erin that asked for a card. I don't know if she's still here. Marina asked for a card. Ashley asked for a card. Steffers asked for a card. Well, I don't see Erin in here anymore. Marina's still here. Steffers is still here. Alright. Well... Oh, it's so original. All right, Marina. Also, if you're gonna make a troll comment, maybe spell my name right. All right, so I'm gonna connect to Marina. keep on seeing these stags, like deer. I see mountains. Are you... Do you have like plans to like embark on some kind of venture, or like have some kind of plan that you're trying to like a business or some like I feel like there's something that you're working on right now, and I keep on seeing these deer that are kind of like tending to the grass, like eating the grass, but there's something about that where it's like preparing the soil. Oh shoot, sorry, I don't know how long you're going camping. Do you want to start a podcast? Okay, yeah. Because I see these mountains, so I feel like you're at the very beginning. And I feel like you're kind of like I see these bucks nipping at the grass, like, and there's something about like tending the soil, so it feels like you're in the preparation of it. Yeah, exactly. And I feel like this very spring-like energy. So it's like very baby. So it's just the inception of the idea. I feel like there are definitely going to be some steps. It might take some time to get it off the ground. I don't think this is something that you want to jump in super quickly. This is something where I feel like you are like this generally is like more practical, right? Where there's methodical steps and like gently allowing yourself time to make sure that that all of the ducks are lined up in a row, right? For a seed to plant and to grow takes time and it takes care. There are moments of gentle kind of tending, and there are moments of just like letting things percolate. Oh, too many cards. I think this is a really good idea. I think this is a really good idea. I think this is something you definitely want to take seriously. Too many cards. So we have the Ten of Feathers. And this card is equivalent to the Ten of Swords in Tarot. The Ten of Swords being kind of like the death, right? It's something crumbling, something shattering, something happening in our life that's pretty painful, but we come out the other side. In this case, with this card, it's a snake, right? What does the snake do? The snake sheds its skin. The snake sheds its skin, and it is born anew, and it continues on. I don't know if your podcast has anything to do with recovery, whether you're telling your story or if it's some kind of, it feels like it's a podcast to help other people, or if that's not the initial intention, I feel like it probably will. And the other card that I have is transformation, transition, liberation. And this is what's telling me that this is definitely something that you want to do. I feel like telling your story, I feel like your story, I mean, I know some of your story, and I know it hasn't been easy, and I feel like that's really, not only is this going to be really important for your healing and for your transformation and in allowing yourself to be seen and kind of like spreading yourself out there, but by sharing your story and the things that you've gone through, and like using the pain that you've experienced in your life, that 10 of Swords, the betrayal, the like physical pain that you've experienced, and the way that you have come out of it and kind of expanded and glorified yourself and allowed yourself the ability to transform and to be liberated in yourself, is not only going to be incredibly powerfully healing for you, but it's going to be incredibly healing for other people to hear your story. So I think what's important about you having your ducks in the row is not necessarily for the podcast, but it's for you to feel safe and secure in being able to do this in the way that best suits you. Hi, Courtney. But I feel like this is going to be a really important opportunity for you to feel free. To kind of like shed whatever it is that's left over and kind of move into this next segment of your life, into the next chapter of your life. So I say 1000% do it. Allow yourself to feel calm and unbothered. Allow yourself to take your time. Go at the pace that feels good for you. But the antlers are already fully grown. I feel like this is something that you can embark on quite quickly. Because it feels like the springtime, and that's when, you know, when the fawns are born. Like, I really feel like this is something that you can really, really benefit from. Hi, Debbie. So I hope that's helpful for you. Allow yourself, slow and steady. Allow yourself to just like enjoy. I think there's a really big emphasis on enjoying the process. Enjoy every step of making this a reality for yourself. In learning how to do it. In experiencing yourself. There's a lot of things for you to learn, and allow yourself to enjoy that learning process. Who is next? Ooh. Ashley and Steffers. Okay. All right. Thank you, Marina, for letting me read for you. I'm going to let go of your energy, setting it up to source be transmitted with light. Thank you. Thank you. Calling my energy back. To be transmuted with light. Hi, Nita. Hi, Debbie. I'm pulling cards for people, Deb. So I've got Ashley. If you're still here, Ashley, I don't know if you are. You are. All right, I'm going to connect to your energy. I feel a lot of yellow in your energy and some blue. Kind of like an aqua blue. I feel like you're very tentative about something. It's kind of like this mix of energy where almost some nervousness. Like there's still the bubbliness. Like I feel like you're quite bubbly, but there's kind of an underlying nervousness. I kind of feel it in my tummy a little bit. All right. Well, thank you for the confirmation. Yeah, I feel that anxiety. I feel like what do I feel? Message for Ashley, please. So the first card that I pulled was the Whale. And I find it interesting. I find it very interesting because on this card we have the sun, which is yellow, and we have the blue of the water. And that's very much what I was feeling. It's like there's that kind of like that bright sunny side of you, and then there's this kind of like watery, but it's not like a placid water. It's kind of like this kind of like this emotional side of you. And when I'm looking at this card, so the card, it's the world. The world is completion, right? The world is completion, a cycle closing. But on this oracle side of things, it's fulfillment, celebration. So you get to celebrate the completion of something. But I'm really drawn to fulfillment. And I feel like whatever it is that you are seeking, there's a lot of energy being put towards the external experience of it and less energy towards fulfilling yourself and allowing yourself to feel joy with yourself. There's a lot of attachment. Temperance, balance, harmony, yeah. I feel like there's a lot of black and white thinking. That's enough cards now. Okay. Second card that we got was Temperance. Hi, Lino. Balance and harmony. The zebra has white stripes and black stripes. And I feel like, especially with your anxiety, there's a tendency to go into black and white thinking. Like kind of this all or nothing. If I don't see it in front of me now, it means that I don't have it or it's not possible. Or this kind of... I feel like the emotions shift pretty quickly. And what we're asking is for you to try embracing more gray. and for you to find the harmony in the moment. And that can be challenging with anxiety. But allowing yourself to experience those moments of joy and experience your bubbliness, and when you're not seeing things in front of you immediately, allow yourself to anchor into your joy and anchor into yourself, and working on feeling secure within yourself, so that you can allow things to kind of develop the way that they develop, in a way that may not be how you expect. I feel like there's a lot of kind of whatever it is that you're attached to, there's kind of a way you see it happening, or the way that you want it to come in, or maybe a timeline. And I think what Spirit is kind of trying to allow you to embrace is that whatever it is that you're seeking, it is there. It is coming. I have the 5 of Crystals. Persistence and new possibilities. Possibilities, all of these things are always there around you, but they may not be packaged in the way that you expect. And so how do you do that? Well, first of all, with regards to yourself, right? Finding things that bring you joy and that fulfill you just for you, without attaching to other people's opinions, other people's perspectives, what other people are doing. Really allow yourself to embrace living your life and doing things that bring you joy, and doing things that make you feel confident and make you feel grounded and make you feel centered within yourself, and really allow yourself to start embracing and loving how bubbly you are, and that kind of optimistic outlook you can have. And then the other side of it is letting go of attachment to expectation, allowing yourself to let go of how it may come in, what it might look like, when it might come in, and just kind of allowing yourself to trust that it is there and that it is coming. And you'll be surprised, like, when you start kind of letting go of the attachment, it'll probably help with the anxiety side of things. Because what the anxiety is doing is, it's like, I'm not seeing it now, like I have to hold on to this really, really tightly. And it's kind of narrowing the focus. Whereas if you just allow yourself to embrace how you are and who you are in the now, and kind of like start allowing yourself to feel more comfortable with things just kind of happening as they do, then it'll be easier to get out of the black and white thinking and just kind of like allowing things to develop as they do. And that's when you're going to start noticing subtleties around you that are always there. They're always there. They're always around you, right? The reason you don't see them is because you're so focused on what it's supposed to look like, that the other things that are happening around that might be indicating that something is coming in is not as much on your radar. So be persistent in showing love to yourself, fulfilling yourself, doing things for you, and then everything else will kind of fall into place. That's when you find that balance and you find that harmony, making it so that these things that you're wanting to bring in have a place to come in. Another like good thing that you can do, Ashley, like I really encourage you to get into a grounding practice. I don't know if you are familiar with what grounding is, or if you already have a grounding practice, but that will also be really helpful in centering you in the now. I know it helps me. I do also have anxiety. I do resonate with you a lot in a lot of ways, because I I do also have anxious feelings quite often. And I've found kind of bringing myself back into center and allowing myself to just feel more present. It can be by actually going out in nature. It can be by paying attention to your breathing and meditating. You don't necessarily need to have a schedule, but like just in those moments, like those opportunities to kind of come back to your breath, it doesn't have to take long. You can just take a few minutes and kind of pay attention to your breath, slow your breath down. Pay attention to how oxygen feels in your body when you're breathing. Another thing that you can do if you're starting to get anxious is to bring your arms out 90-degree angle and have your hands so that they're a little bit behind your ears, so that they're just in your peripheral vision. And start paying attention to your breathing and look your eyes up and out. And when you're doing that, try to pay attention to as many things as you can in your visual field. And what that will do is it'll bring you out of your head and it'll bring you back into this physical experience in the now. Do that for a couple of minutes. And it will allow you to feel more grounded and more centered. And it will also allow you to have a more, a perspective that is not fed by fear. That is not fed by kind of the worst case scenarios and the projections, and allowing you to be present in the now and just taking things for what they are right now without having that judgment, right? We're getting away from judgment and we're getting into harmony. I hope that's helpful. Thank you for allowing me to read for you. Very welcome, my love. Did I see Jeff? Oh, hi, Jeff. I did see Jeff. Hi, Lino. Hi, Tristan. Sorry, I'm just catching you guys now. Do Reiki, Lino, don't worry. I'm just gonna pull a couple more cards. I just thought I would pull some cards for Lion's Gate. Hi, sweet dreams. I don't do that type of reading. I don't do readings spying on other people. I think Steffers was next. Blue, blue, blue. You'd love one? Okay, I'll do a few more. I think Steffers wanted a card. I don't know if anybody, and Annie wanted a card. I don't know if anybody else wanted a card, but I'm gonna cut it off. Hi, Alana. Gonna cut it off at 3. Ready. Okay. So I'll do Steffers, then Annie, then Riddy, and then I'm gonna go back to Reiki. All right, Steph. Oh, Lino, I didn't see you. Whoa, 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 whoa. There's too many things going on here. Oh, Lino asked, okay. So I'll do Steph, then Annie, then Lino, then Riddy, and then I think I have to cap it because it's a lot. Steph, I don't know if I've done a reading for you before or not. I see horses in your energy. And I have the song Wild Horses by the Rolling Stones. Playing in my head. I see a swing. Ooh. I feel like a lot of nostalgia in your energy. Are you holding on to something really tightly? Like, I feel like a lot, like, I see like these wild horses kind of galloping, and there's like all of this kind of like this, what's it in English? Kind of like this cloud, this circling cloud of dust. And I keep on getting brought back to that line, wild horses will never drag me away. And there's something, I feel like your heart is really attached. There's something that you're holding on to really tightly that you don't want to let go of. Like you will fight. Hold on to the end. Six of shells. Show up? I don't know. So I don't know why, it just feels like the energy just felt really nostalgic. The cards that I have are the Six of Shells in reverse, Six of Cups, the Knight of Crystals, which is the Knight of Pentacles, which is endurance and determination, and then I have the Four of Feathers, Four of Swords in reverse. Take what resonates, leave what doesn't. But I feel like there's something, I feel like there's something in your life right now that held a lot of joy for you, that has been in your life for a long time, and that did provide fulfillment, and it feels like recently it probably hasn't. But there's an aspect where it's like you are still, you're still kind of like pushing through it. And I don't know if you've been asking yourself whether or not it was time for a change or not, but I feel like there's a part of you where it's like, I'm just going to keep on going. I'm just going to wait and see. I'm just going to wait and see. Like, I've done this for so long, you know, and it's kind of like pushing you to a point that's kind of confusing. I don't know if you're actually getting joy in it anymore. But there's like an attachment to whatever it is this is. It could be that it's your job. I don't know. But I feel like it's kind of taken you away from yourself. And I think for you to get clarity, there's gonna be a need to kind of like take a step back and like rest. Find sanctuary. So this is the bear. The bear hibernates, right? Puts in work in one season, and then they hibernate, and they come back out. And I really feel like there's a need for you to come back to yourself and like actually truly rest. I feel like there may be moments where you feel like you are kind of giving back to yourself and you're taking those moments to rest, but I don't think it's enough of what you need. And why that's important is I feel like when you truly give yourself time to kind of come back to yourself and kind of create a sanctuary within yourself and kind of let go of this obligation for you to like keep on going and hold on, you might have more clarity. It could be that like you find ways or you find clarity as to how this is working for you, and realizing that, you know what, this is worth it for me. I actually do get joy in this. Or it could be that you get a perspective that, you know what, actually this is not working for me anymore, and finding things that actually do bring life for you, or opening yourself to opportunities for some progression. I feel like you're a very determined person. You work very hard, but don't work so hard that it ends up being to the detriment of yourself, because we can get caught up in that. We can get caught up in the how we've always done things, and it could be just like an attachment to a pattern, or an attachment an attachment to a sense of self as well, right? An attachment to your identity within a particular context, or, you know, a way of doing things. And so I think it's really important for you to take a pause, for you to kind of take a step back and give yourself rest, because it doesn't feel reciprocal. The Six of Shells is a reciprocity, an emotional reciprocity, and this was in reverse, which tells me that there's an imbalance happening. And so you really want to come back to yourself so that you can figure out, you know, have that balance again, right? And find out what is working and what is not working anymore. So please take right? Don't make excuses to put it off, you know, where you're putting other people first. Like, you really do need to dedicate time to yourself and really fully allowing yourself to enjoy and embrace taking care of you. So that's what I've got for you, Steffers. Hope that's helpful. Pamper yourself. Allow yourself time to pamper yourself and let go. Yeah, there's something about that. I would maybe sit with yourself and kind of ponder on that, because something might come through for you. You're welcome. All right, I'm letting go of your energy, sending it back up to love and light. And then back to me. Whoop, this is backwards. Whoop, that's my phone. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Calling back my energy. All right, Annie. What do we have for Annie today? Man, the animals are coming in strong today. I don't know what. Maybe it's because I'm using my Spirit Song Tarot. I see a peacock for you, Annie. Immediately. Why are you so shy to be seen? Why are you shy to show your feathers? I feel like you... I see this peacock and he's like, I kind of want to show you my tail, but maybe, I don't know. You're very coy. A very coy peacock. Yeah. Wild horses, baby. I feel like Spirit just wants you to continue just allowing yourself to be seen, Annie, immediately. You're a peacock. You've got so many colors to show. Like, there's so many facets to you that I don't think you're even aware of. It's like you allow yourself to discover your feathers one by one. I feel this Lions Gate portal is really asking you to like fully embrace and discover yourself with joy. Queen of Shells. Peace, compassion, having compassion for yourself. And you've been working so hard on that. And what I really love is I feel like how excited you've been discovering the layers of yourself, even though like sometimes it stings to pull out the feather. It feels like you've like plucked a couple of feathers out. And it stings a little bit, but then you have this feather in your hand and you get to admire it, and you get to admire all of the colors and all of the patterns on it. And I feel like you've truly been learning to fully love yourself and show yourself compassion. And find a groundedness and a peace in just expressing who you are and discovering who you are and allowing people to see who you are. Oh, I love that. Union and harmony. You're finding union and harmony within yourself, baby. That's so beautiful. Really allowing yourself to show yourself love. And I feel like that's also helping with your relationships and finding harmony within the relationships that are falling on your path. Because you're feeling more centered in who you are. And as you align with your own energy and you align with who you are and you align with that pride in being who you are, then you attract people who see you for that and appreciate you for that. So I just say continue doing what you're doing. I mean, this was a shorter reading, but I think you're doing everything right. Bottom of the deck, Shaman. Divine wisdom, spiritual power. Like, you're so connected. I think you've just been doing everything right, honestly. Alright. I don't know if you're even still here, Annie. I haven't seen you in the chat. If you don't see this right now, it'll be on the replay, or I can send a little clip to you. But my list is closed. I don't do readings very often, and I've been doing readings for a while, so I'm going to be doing Lino, and I think that's going to be it for today. And then I'm going to go back to Reiki for a little bit, and I'll do some Reiki, and we can hang out, but probably for another half hour, and then I have to get on with my day. I might be on later on tonight to do Reiki as well. For those of you who are interested in evening Reiki, I might be able to get some Reiki done in the evening. I'm gonna send Annie your energy back to source to be transmuted in love and light, and send my energy back to me. Okay, Lino, are you still here? Yes, you are. Annie, I think you might have been gone when I did your reading, so I can just send you that clip later. Ow. Lino, do you have a headache? Or do you experience headaches? No? Weird. That was weird. No, that was. Well, that was weird. Never mind then. Maybe that's just me. Maybe I'm dehydrated. Keep on seeing like this canal and like a little cobblestone bridge. And the streets are pretty empty. Quiet. So I got the love card in reverse. The love card, lover's card, love card is about choice. Making a choice. And having trust. And for you, I really feel like it's making a choice for yourself. And trusting yourself, trusting for things to fall into place. We have the Chariot in reverse as well. And the Chariot is usually very fast-moving energy, and in reverse it's kind of like slowed down. And I think this is like, because when I kind of tuned into your energy, the imagery that I can get can be very abstract, so take it or leave it for what it is. But I really had this feeling of someone being in these streets. It's kind of, it's not sunny necessarily, it's quiet. It's kind of like dusk. It's like, it's kind of like leading into the evening. And you're by yourself, or whoever is walking in the streets is by themselves. And the energy is very contemplative. It's not necessarily lonely. They are alone, but it's not a lonely feeling. And there's this cobblestone bridge on the side, and you can choose to continue along the canal, or to take the bridge. And there's something here with whatever it is that is leading you to walk down this path in contemplation. You're doing it slowly, you're taking your time. It is not a decision that needs to be hasty. And there is kind of like an aspect of courage in it, because we have the Strength card, which is about courage. It's about endurance. And with the Love card in reverse, there's something I feel like you're not trusting within yourself. And this kind of walk, it almost feels like the Hermit. You need to trust that you're going to make the right choice for yourself. And ultimately, the question is, are you going to choose yourself? Are you going to choose yourself, or are you going to allow this notion of having something be chosen for you? Ultimately, like, I feel like there's a need to trust yourself more. And know that you know where you're going, and that ultimately whatever choice that it is that you make is going to be the right choice, but that you need to be courageous to make the choice. You need to allow yourself to make that choice. Whatever that choice may be. It doesn't have to be now. Yeah, I love that, Lena. Perfect. So you don't feel lonely. You've learned to be alone and being happy. And I think that's really what this is continuing to love yourself and choose yourself. You get an oracle card too today, because it was called oracle. Growth, plants. By feeding yourself, by watering yourself, you're allowing your gifts to grow. You're allowing yourself to grow. You're allowing your potential to grow. You're allowing yourself to flourish. Yeah, the strength card, endurance, right? Trust in yourself. And continue to choose yourself. Because the more love you show yourself, the more kind of magic comes around you. I think you're doing the right thing. I don't think that you need to feel alone. You don't feel lonely. And I think it's a reminder that you're also not alone, even though there's kind of this perception of being alone, but there's this beautiful peace in the silence of it, isn't there? But the trust that whatever choice that you make, whatever path that you follow, so long as you're choosing yourself, so long as you're choosing to love yourself, no matter what path that you follow, you're going to be on the right path, I think is kind of the message that's coming through. If ever you wonder and ever you question yourself or what's happening, I think it's a reminder to come back to that. It's the trust in others, which is missing. Yeah, that can be challenging. Trying to see if anything comes through for that. Yeah. I think there's an aspect in that, though, where it's like, do you trust yourself to trust others, right? And ultimately, it's important to allow the opportunity. There's something there. There's something there that I feel like you might want to look at. And that might be the choice right there, right? Maybe I had it wrong at the beginning. If you are choosing yourself, right? You're trusting yourself. But are you allowing others to show you that they can come in for you and that they can reciprocate for that? You know, that for you. Or the universe, right? Or circumstance. Because nothing is ever perfect, right? Things take work. And so is that aloneness, are you choosing to be alone because that's what's best for you, or are you choosing to be alone because you don't trust others to come in. Right. So I think there's kind of a reevaluation to be had there, right? Because ultimately we're learning lessons constantly through life. And this is a message for a lot of people in here. And I'm going to go back to Reiki basically. But it is important to choose yourself, and it is important to trust yourself. But it's also important to allow yourself experiences with the world and with other people. And if you shut yourself away because you're not going to allow yourself to give the opportunity to others to come in and provide you whatever it is that they provide, it's not to say that it's always going to work out perfectly. It could be that it doesn't work out perfectly, but there's a reason that comes in that way. Because there's something that needs to be healed there, that needs to be learned. You know, there's a balance, right? There's a balance between the two. So it's an opportunity. It's an opportunity to kind of look inwards and be like, well, is this choice being made by me, or is this choice being made by my trauma? Or is this choice being made by my past? I think that's kind of the message coming through for that. Go. I'm just going to send your energy back to source to be transmuted in love and light, and send back to you, and call my energy back. You're welcome, Lino. I don't do readings very often, but I really do feel like there's something to heal the right way isn't allowing. And I think there's, so with that, right? The right way isn't allowing others to keep damaging what remains. And I think there might be the opportunity to kind of shift the perspective. Because, first of all, it's the ability to see that you're a lot more healed than you think you are. And sometimes healing requires you to open up. But again, it's your choice. And that's your free will. It's your choice, right? That's the power that you have. I just want to emphasize that so long as you're finding joy and you're finding peace and you feel fulfilled, then I think that's ultimately what we want. Right? And that's only you can decide that for yourself. You don't always have to do it alone. Alright, well that ends the reading portion of this live. I don't think I'm going to be on for very much longer. Interesting. My music is gonna die soon. You're welcome. Thank you for being here. I don't like this music. Sorry if I haven't been paying attention to the comments. Any opinions on the Lions Gate Porter? Absolutely. Allow yourself to just be in the moment. Focus on the things that you really want, right? Really tune into yourself and focus on the things that you truly, truly want. Sometimes we think we know what we want and we don't actually know exactly what it is that we want. So I encourage you to really tune into yourself. Get like deep into your physical experience. Allow yourself to experience your physical senses. Be very present in the here and now. And connect to what it is that you truly, truly want. That makes you feel at home, that makes you feel fulfilled. I encourage you to just take a moment of intentionality at some point in the day. It doesn't have to be a big deal. But intentionality requires presence, right? How do I define intentionality? Being focused. Right? Being present and focused on what's happening. And like what it truly is that you're thinking, on what it truly is that you're feeling. And allowing yourself to use all of your senses to embrace that. When you're walking with intention, you're walking with a presence in your stride. You're paying attention to the movement, you're paying attention to the way that your body feels, you're paying attention to the things that you hear around you. It's paying attention to your physical experience in that moment. As you allow everything to be kind of focused on what it is that you are doing, what it is that you are thinking, what it is that you are dreaming, what it is that you're trying to bring in. That's intentionality for me. You're welcome. Yeah, absolutely. Today is a great day to tune in. The energy is quite right. So allow yourself to tap into your magic, right? I'm kind of tapping out though. I'm gonna wrap up. I've been on for much longer than I expected to be. Thank you. I'm just closing off the energy now. I've been on for a long time. Well, thank you everyone for joining me. I know it was a very long one. I know a lot of you who are here right now, there was a lot of less light language and more card reading, which is something I don't do very often. Do be aware the Reiki was still flowing. So, you know, whatever it is that you needed, you were still able to receive that energy healing while I was pulling cards. But for those of you who are new, my name is Salome. Thank you very much for joining me today. I do post my lives to YouTube, so for those of you who did get a reading today, or who kind of want to re-experience the energy, I will be posting this to YouTube. It is going to be long. When lips are tingling, I mean, that's up to you to decide. There isn't going to be a specific answer to that. I encourage you to kind of tune into yourself and see what comes to you. If it's a physical thing, if it's more than that. Thank you, Riddy. And I'm so sorry, Riddy, that I wasn't able to get to your reading today. I kind of tapped out. I didn't expect to be doing readings for so long, so I apologize for that. The next time I go live, and if you come in, just remind me and I'll pull some cards for you at that point. But yeah, readings drain me. Readings drain me quite a bit. So thank you for being here. But yeah, I always encourage you to tune into yourself and find out what it feels like for you. But yeah, I'm fading hard here. Bummer. I might go live on Sunday around the same time, if that's helpful for anyone. So thank you so much. For those of you who are new here, thank you for being here. I'm a Reiki healer, energy healer, light language speaker. I post my lives to YouTube. I also do offer personal Reiki. So if you'd ever like to book with me, you are welcome to. The links are in my bio. Yeah, I hope that you all have a beautiful Lionsgate. Allow yourself the opportunity to feel your joy. Allow yourself the opportunity to live your light and shine it brightly in front of you. This is a day to experience fun and joy and magic. So just allow yourself to be open to whatever it is that comes for you in its best way. I love you all so much. If you want to subscribe to my YouTube channel, there's a link in my bio as well. And otherwise, keep shining. And I'll see you in the next live.